coming out the door. All right. And up in the corner is our office address. We're going to change that to the subject property address, which is 3608 Lusk, L-U-S-K, Street. 3608 Lusk Street, L-U-S-K, in Oakland, California, and I don't know the zip code, so we'll take it out.
94608.
94608?
And then we'll hit get address. Now it's going to take you wherever you want to go, right? In this case, it's going to take us to the subject property. So we got 3680 Lusk, Oakland, and we'll hit get address. It should take us. That's not it.
No.
So
Okay, already.
I take up the zip code.
This I don't know.
Put in street, L-U-S-K, street, S-T.
It's still not. This I don't need it, but I don't know what. Let me see. Close it out again.
What's in it?
Less comma. I put less comma.
You're there.
Maybe I close off.
L-U-S-K, get up.
Okay.
Click that one. I don't know why it's not doing it. Okay, good. And there's the subject property. You all see it?
Oh, okay.
I don't know where.
Take up the, for whatever reason. It's L-U-S-K, right?
Yeah, I mean, get.
Okay, then we'll hit get address.
Get address.
And we'll.
Kiếm nó có gì thấy gọi.
Okay. It's Grandma's house. You see it? The only problem is this thing is so zoomed in, it's hard to get an idea of where Grandma actually lives. So let's zoom it out a little bit. There's that magnifying glass on the left that's the minus sign. Let's click it maybe twice to kind of get an idea of Grandma's house. Okay. So we get an idea of where she lives. Three ways to do it. We have the polygon search, the rubber band search, and the radius search. Let's click on the circle radius. And let's put in half mile, 0.5, and we'll hit go. And it's going to throw up a half-mile radius around Grandma's house. And it's going to show us the active solds and pendings are all coded, right? Now, if you're too far zoomed in, you're not going to see the half mile, so you need to zoom out a little bit. Oh, you got it. Yeah, and let's see. Oh, my God. I wonder why you got so many.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Something to do with dates, I'm sure, but okay.
Maybe
And, okay, you got it. Okay, there we go.
Let me change it. Should I change it? Yeah.
You too. I'll go to add to criteria point up on top.
Yeah.
What's her beginning date? February?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. When you go? April? All right. So there's our properties, right? What a great way to do a CMA, because you're within a half mile of the subject property. Let's go look at these properties. Up on top, there's a link that says Instant Search. You see that? Let's go to Instant Search on top of the map.
How can I go back to...
Stop. Okay, so where do you want to go?
I put the...
Okay, there you go. You're back to the search. You want to go back to the map?
Map, yeah. Oh, I see.
Okay. We all got it?
Yeah.
How many do we have this time? 8 or 9 or whatever?
12. 10.
12, okay. 10, whatever. So this is a little bit better, right? Because all these properties are within a half mile of the subject property, and they're all equal. They're all within a couple hundred square feet of each other, so it's a great way to do a CMA. To make a more educated decision on these, right? double click on any property for me. Let's say the first one, double click on the first one. Yeah, instant search, there you go, instant search. You okay?
Yeah.
And it comes up on, as a report, right? You're just a load. Okay. Now, if you decide that you want to use this property in your CMA, you'll notice underneath the map it's checked already. So it's saying I like it and I can use it. If you go to the next property and decide that you want to use that, you can also check the box there and say, yes, I like this one, I want to use it. So you can make a more educated decision by looking at the pictures, of course, and reading maybe some of the comments or confidential remarks, whatever. So does that make sense? Okay. Let's do it again. Let's go back to our spreadsheet where it says search results. And, wow, we got so many.
Đây mẫu danh siêu sáng từ đây càng là từ tại
Search, scroll up here.
Search result.
Yeah, let me make that.
Okay.
Not sure.
I think it's select
Oh, bedrooms, baths, all of that, you need all that. 2211, 800, 1200.
We're going to go back to search results and it'll take us back to our spreadsheet.
cán đâu rồi thì sao cái đi see and it does
If you use that breadcrumb trail, it'll take you back to where you want to go without the risk of losing it. If you use your back button on the browser too many times, at some point you're going to, your page cannot be found or something like that, right? So let's highlight them all. Let's highlight them all. If you click above the number, or however you want to do it. Okay. So we made a more educated decision because we were able to look at the properties, we pulled the ones that we wanted closer to Grandma's house, the subject property. Now let's go to the CMA report. And the CMA summary, over on the right. CMA report on the right. And the CMA summary.
CMA.
And then summary. Yeah, you gotta highlight them all though.
Yeah.
Paragon loves things to be highlighted.
Highlight all this.
Yeah.
And then go to CMA.
Uh-huh. And there you go.
And then CMA summary.
Uh-huh. And that's the heart of it. Now let's say we've never been to Grandma's house before in our lives, right? So we have this report with us, and we go drive up in front of her house, and the house looks great. It has curb appeal, there's a nice fence, the lawn looks good, everything is nice, right? It's up to you to decide what values you want to use, but you're going to take the cost per square foot on something that's similar, you're going to times it out by her square footage, and you're going to have a pretty good idea of what the value is in that neighborhood, right? So it's the cost per square foot times 1,029 square feet, you're going to come up with a pretty good value of what that house is going for. Which one do you pick? That's up to you, right? You have to kind of analyze what looks good and what doesn't, and all of that.
Times the footage.
Let's say you want to print this out and take it with you, right, on your presentation. This is a quick CMA. You also usually want to take something with pictures. Now, you can use any report that you want to, but the one right above this is called the CMA Quick View. If you click on that one for me, right above the summary is the CMA Quick View. Perfect. And look at this report. It's a spreadsheet with all the photographs, right? CMA Quick View, right above the summary.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
CMA. Okay, got it.
And, it's up to you to decide which ones you want to use, but, and then if you'll notice underneath this on the spreadsheet, is probably the worst looking spreadsheet you ever saw in your life. I mean, what is this thing telling you? Not too much, right? Guess what? You can customize any one of these. If you click, once you're on that quick view, if you click on customize up on the top, on that green gear, we're going to close that. Whatever it is that we want on the spreadsheet to show is what we can make it do, right? Does that make sense? So it's up to you to decide what you want to include and what you don't want to include.
Okay. Now
And then